So your underlying energy is the Seven of Wands. Not as defensive as the Nine of Wands, because the Nine of Wands is more of like, I've been beat down, I've been tore up from the flow up. You know what I mean? But I'm still pushing. I'm still fighting through. The Seven of Wands is like they've been through enough mess to kind of be cautious about what's coming in. But their cautiousness is, not really pushing them forward. It's more of a sustaining kind of thing. And they have to realize, it's more of like adjusting and realizing to the platform this person's on. That's how I always see the Seven of Wands. It may not be how other people read it, but every time I'm thinking the 6 wands that are below them, that's something that they've been and done that already, right? That's a whole level below them. They've been on that level already. This is about recognizing where you are, where the fight is, really recognizing it, taking the moment to take advantage of where you're standing and where you are. And using that to the best of your ability, right? Using that platform to understand what you're going through, what fight you're fighting. Because the old fight would have made sense, right? The Five of Wands, right here, right? You had this done already. When the Seven of Wands comes up, you passed that conflict. But it's like feeling like, okay, I still got to fight for this. I still got to fight. I still got to fight. No, you don't. You really do not have to. Because your situation isn't anywhere near here. The fight is not where you're standing. You are above that fight, or at least you have an advantage over the conflicts and the backlash or whatever is coming your way. You have an advantage. You know exactly what to do in a situation like this, and it's to shine your truest light because you have the platform to do this. You have the knowledge to do this. You have the experience to do this. And it's trusting your experiences to help guide you through. Because the situation here with Forgive Your Parents, it is about the past usually. It may not be exactly about your parents, but this is about what you've overcome growing up, what you've overcome with past relationships, whatever this is. You have overcome this already, and it's about really just like sharpening your swords that you previously used, but not really, not to use them, but to understand what the situation is, and use what you've learned from experiences like this to help you overcome it. So I love the Seven of Wands for that. So, and we're looking at this reading already, right? Taking a good look at it. There's a lot of, there's a lot of progress. There's a lot of things that, that are changing about everybody's perspectives and the way everyone's behaving. That, of course, with time and understanding, there can be, there is more love to be felt and to be introduced into the relationship. But first, we have to recognize where everybody is, right? So luckily, we got just the right reading to do that. So let's go ahead and start with this person here. Feel free to go and pick the sides that resonate with y'all the most. I'm going to leave them nameless. I know I used to kind of pick a side for y'all by default, but I want to give the power back to you because, hey, either side can resonate with you. Both sides, one side, neither side. So it's up to you. I'm going to give that power to you. So, getting into it, this person with the Ace of Coins in their mind plane, this person's thinking of this relationship as something that definitely is going to take work and commitment to get to a better place, right? They've already planted the seed, though. So they're committed to this relationship. They see this relationship as the potential for it to be amazing, to be beautiful. Okay, I feel like this person understands that when this ace, when they, of course, committed to this offer or this, new beginning, this opportunity, they understand that there is time that's needed to be put into it. There's time and effort that's going to be needed to be put into, the relationship, healing and building of themselves too. Because whatever you invest your time and stuff into, you are also investing into yourself, because you have to adjust, not that you adjust for the goal that you want. I think it's a little bit of both, right? You adjust to it and it adjusts to you. It's a two-way street. And I feel like this person is adjusting, because you see the Five of Wands that they have here in their present energy and their physical energy. This is showing that they're, maybe, going through a lot of changes, a little bit of inner turmoil here. But they're constantly, combative, and they're constantly, not combative in a bad way, but they're always changing situations. They're adjusting. They're moving things forward, or at least trying to, but they're in a place where it's a little difficult. right? I'm gonna pull a card for this a little bit later, but I want you to notice that fives are all about changes. They're always about changes. And when the Five of Wands comes out like this, it's telling me that somebody is definitely going through either some inner turmoil, some things that they have to change internally, or there's some things that they may have conflicting with their truths, with their belief systems. Right? This is about, what they've learned, and then this is putting it into practice, I see, right? Because Five of Wands is like, okay, you've gone through some things, you've gotten to a good place, but how does that really work in the real world? How does that really work in the situation now? Can you take what you have learned, that Four of Wands, like you take that standpoint, that structure, and apply that to a situation such as this, growing something, building something new with another person, not just with yourself? Right, there may be issues with compromise too. When I see the Five of Wands here, could be a little, this could be trying to figure out a good compromise, but it could still be a little bit rough because everybody has their own ways of doing stuff. But the other person here has got the King of Coins, and I like this here because the King of Coins is very similar to the Ace of Coins, except the thing is that the person is very confident in what they know and how they plan to execute what they want, right? How they plan to execute their manifestation, how to bring that into the real world. And the King of Coins, or the King of Pentacles, he's very committed, and this person's very committed to this relationship, that's for sure, but they have traditions, they have things that they have in place for themselves that make them feel stable enough to take on a relationship like this. Something so emotional based. They are comfortable, they're fine with this because they are secure in themselves. They know their self-worth. They know what they're built up on. They have their own standards. They have boundaries. They have things set in place to be able to take on such an emotionally invested situation. Now, if this is a business relationship, or this is a business partnership whatsoever, this person's definitely secure and very confident in their abilities to execute and get things done, especially when it comes to projects. But if this is not a business relationship, this is strictly just relationship-wise, this person is also very secure in themselves too. They know that they're capable of providing. They know that they're capable of support, of giving support. They know that they're capable of supporting themselves, taking care of themselves if they need it. They have a structure going on here, and they're able to give of themselves because they give enough to them. They're able to give to you or to the other person because they give enough to themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I love that they have the Six of Wands here in their physical plane because this shows that they're happy and they're very proud of the progress that they've made in their lives. It's after, it's interesting, right? It's after the Five of Wands. And if you look at it, this is going in a nice little sequence. 5, 6, 7. So it's interesting. Right? So it's like almost like this person is really the one that's the Seven of Swords, with the person holding the wands, and all this is happening. The Five of the other Six Wands is happening right here on this side, because this person has gone through this work already of this challenge, and they're able to support the other person that's going through a lot of the changes that they are going through, to be able to have a relationship that's full of love and full of support and full of compassion. I'm still going to look at what this Five of Wands is all about. Why is the Five of Wands coming up for this person's physical plane? Physical energy. Why are the persons showing up? Why is the person displaying themselves as the Five of Wands? Because of the Six of Wands. Okay. Jeez. Oh, shoot. Alright, so starting to get me a little worried right now, because when the Six of Wands comes up, who's the only person that has the Six of Wands in this reading? This person here. And they got the Five of Wands because there's Six of Wands. They want to be happy about they want to be happy about the efforts that they put into the relationship too. They want to be happy about, about the work that they've done. They want to be recognized. They want to feel proud of what they're doing. But they're conflicted on what exactly is what makes them happy. Because I think they're looking towards someone else to give them that sort of satisfaction, in a way. Let me see, why does this person have this conflict with the Six of Wands? Why is the Six of Wands coming up for the Five of Wands? get a little more information with that one. Okay, the 9 of Wands. Yeah, they're worried, they're stressed out. Okay, this person's too worried about making the right or wrong decision. There's no right or wrong decision, though. That's the beautiful thing about this world, is that we are in this universe, this planet, on this planet, to make mistakes, to make the right decisions, to make every decision. Every decision is the right decision. You guys are like, no, it's not. And I'm like, I know you guys. I can hear you guys. No, it's not. And let me explain though, right? Let me explain though why. Because there is no manual. There's no book. There's nothing in this planet telling us that there's a way that things have to go. There's options. Every way is the right way, because every way is going to teach you something. That's why it's the right way. Because no way is not going to teach you nothing. Right? Make the decision that makes you feel good. Right? Always. And this person doesn't trust their heart, which is why it makes sense now with the Queen of Cups being in their spiritual plane. Because ultimately, Wands has, it's action. It's action influenced by emotion, right? I always say that. And when I see that sort of situation come up like that, I'm like, okay, why are you so focused on making the right impression or trying to make the right decision? The only way you're going to know if you made the right decision if it's truly coming from your heart, if this is something that you want to do. But there's a lot of stress on making sure that you're doing the right thing. Or there's a lot of stress on, trying to, put the work in and get some sort of positive results from it. But the only positive result that you're going to get that you really need to be focusing on is yourself. And why? Because you can't satisfy other people. You can't really impress other people. You can't, make other people, recognize you unless you recognize yourself. And the thing is that this person is conflicted on making the right choices that will get them the results that they're looking for. They just have to kind of keep trying and putting it out there and not worrying about situations coming to some sort of fault. It does come with time. It does come with practice. It does come with adjustments. And you have time and energy to do that. This person just has to allow that time for them to do it. They have to truly go based on how they feel, because there's no wrong decision when it comes to love, and there's no wrong decision when it comes to relationships. You gotta have to feel it through, because there's no right or wrong way to do it. Right? Of course, there's going to be compromise. There's going to be a balance. But you also have to be, you have to make sure this stuff is right for you. And this person is, they're stressing out. They have 9 of Swords here. It's telling me that this is just stress because of the 6 of Wands. They're stressed because they want to make the right decision. They want to be proud of the work that they do. And I feel like, why you have so much pressure on yourself? You're the only person that you're looking for approval from. That's the only person that really counts, I feel. This person, they got their stuff. They're cool. They're proud of themselves. They're good with what they've been doing because they love themselves. They understand that they need to love themselves before before even considering another person. This person has to do the same. And I feel like this person is trying to, but they're also very emotional here. The Queen of Cups is very emotional. And I feel like for some reason that this person's gone through some very painful stuff, and they're still going through that sort of pain. They're still going through that emotion, or they're going through that sequence of whenever they were painfully hurt, right? Whenever they were hurt before. Obviously, painfully and hurt are the same thing. But this person was hurt here. And usually I see the Queen of Cups as loving and open. And this person's trying to be. So they're fighting themselves, overcoming a lot of anxiety to be able to receive this love. But they are still not, but they're still having a hard time with it, because they're still not, they don't feel like they're making the right progress. They're making the right movements forward. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard because they have to trust that what they're doing is the best for themselves. Because them being the best person to come to know about how they are, or who they are, or what they want. It's hard for this person, man. But at the same time, they've got so much, they're conflicted because they want to make the best decision. They want to do what they want to do, I feel like, too. but they're worried that it's not the right decision. They're worried that this is not going to turn out the way that they would like it to turn out. But ultimately, the Five of Wands, that whole journey is about figuring out what path, what is you authentically, being authentic to who you are, and then continuing to rock that authenticity. You can never go wrong with rocking this authenticity. But you have to be aware of how you feel, come to terms with it, understand it, and then put that spiritual part of yourself into motion. Because this person here, I have no worries about this individual on this side. And I only worry about this person because they have so much pressure on themselves right now. And they have so much pressure that they've got going on. And it's all in the mind with the Nine of Swords. Everything is always in the mind. There's never actually something going on outside of them. Because this person looks like they're supportive, that they're ready to give of themselves. They're ready to support. They're ready to, provide that sort of stability in the relationship that they know they can provide because they provide that for themselves. And it's amazing because their spiritual plane showing up here is the Lovers. They care, they love, they accept their love, they accept that part of them that's soft, that's gentle, like the Queen of Cups. They have a Queen of Cups in them too, and they accept that part. They also, I feel like they see this relationship as a soulmate connection. They are aware of that, and that's what grounds them, is that they know that this person is theirs. This person has claimed this individual, so they have no problem on this side. But I feel like this is a sense of, it's hard for this person to be vulnerable here. But they're trying to be. You can sense that they're trying because that Five of Wands. So what brought you two together is the Three of Wands. Seeing a future together, seeing that there is potential for great happiness, right? The Three of Wands is also, you guys were manifesting this. You guys were preparing yourselves for this sort of relationship. This is why this person's dead ass ready. Okay? This person is so ready right now. And this person is trying to get there. This person is really wanting to. But at the same time, like I said before, right, when I was explaining the Seven of Wands, you already are at that level. You already have this level. And this is just applying to just the one person. I know I said this person looks like they're the one with the Wands in the hand. But, they're ready to, to do their due. And the bottom pieces here, this could be this other person, but it's dissected in that way to see where the struggle is at, where the struggle is. And the struggle's down at the bottom. The struggle is down at that level here where the person is swinging at the sticks. This person is ready to go because they learned from the experiences. But this person on this end, I don't think they realize that they have already overcome a lot of it. It's about using what they know, using what they experience to be on this level too. Because even though they're trying very hard here to be ready, to be emotionally open, to get, to start the seed of building a beautiful relationship with the other person, they're trying so desperately hard, right? But they have the Nine of Swords. They're so stressed out. They're so worried. And I think it's because they don't want things to turn out to be like how they've been fighting. Like the bottom pieces here, the struggle. But they don't realize that they're with this person here with the Seven of Wands. They're just fighting down here like the fight is on them. It's totally not. You're over that. The fight may not be totally for you. Maybe it feels like it's still going on. But you're on a different level. This person's on a totally different level. And they don't see it that way right now. But they will, because when they open their heart, when they look at how they feel, when they embrace how they feel, I feel like that's what's going to help them. Which is why the challenge is the Hangman was seeing something from a different perspective, seeing things from a different angle, right? Recognizing that you're not the person on the bottom. You're not the fight that's going down right now, because you've been there. You've done all that. You have to see that this fight, where you are positioned, is not even. You're not even there no more. And I think it's because of everything that you had to do before in the past that's got you here. That makes you feel like you're still having to fight for stuff. Fight for stuff as hard as you have been, like the Five of Wands. That intense, rough energy, even though everything's fine, everything's good, everything's cool up here. You've graduated, but you still think that there's still a test. There's still something going on. Somebody here is still thinking that. But they have to see from the different perspective. They have to see the fight isn't here no more. And I understand that this is why, the stress that comes from it, because it's been intense. It was hard. But it's okay, because it's not here no more. And that's why the forgiving the past cards come up, or forgiving your parents. Whatever you had to fight on, you did the best that you could, and that was a healing time. Queen of Cups is all about healing too. It's about healing now, and I think this person's definitely opening the space up to heal, but this person has to realize that they're not in that fight no more. They've already achieved victory. The Six of Wands is there. Yes. Blessed. Yes, family. Yes. You are blessed. You are blessed. Both of you beautiful people are blessed. You fought the best fight that you could, and you are in a good place, and you feel like you're in a good place. You fought the best fight ever, but it's understandable that you're still feeling like you're in that fight. It's like PTSD. You guys still feel like you're in that. You ain't. You're good. You got blessed. Situations happen for a reason, right? Difficult ones sometimes, but they're not because we deserve them. They're not because this is a past life karma, thing, and that, we did something bad in our past life. No. The reason why you've gone through all those things is to prepare you for this. Like I said, the reason why you guys are in this relationship together is because you manifested each other. You guys put yourselves in situations where you had to work hard on yourself before the reward came in. And the reward came in, which is you two together, which is this connection that you feel. How you feel about yourselves is the gift too. More is the gift, right? Because you have ascended, you have changed, you've formed into a different person that can see the situation from a mile away and tackle it with a different mindset, different perspective, in your own unique styled way. But now it's about seeing it as so. Okay, not the hangman is like, you don't have to fight that fight the way you have been. Because you've changed yourself. You've changed yourself to have something like this, to prepare, to use what you've learned from from that experience, from that struggle with the Five of Wands. You've learned what you need to learn to be able to handle it. Now it's time to see and recognize it. And I feel like this person has recognized it. This person is trying to utilize it now. But they have to use it in a different way. They have to use that knowledge that they've learned, not in the way that they've learned it, but in the way that they, in the way that they have, totally embraced the lesson, if that makes sense. Not the way that they had to obtain it, if that makes sense. Not fighting it, but like taking that information and using it in a totally different way.